Hi, my name is Angela. I was adopted at 7 days old in Minnesota in 1975. I would say that adoptions shaped every single aspect of my life. My academic life, my childhood, my personal life, my financial life, my love life, my work life. Adoption has these tentacles that get in and touch every single part of your life. I have to do things perfectly or someone might be upset with me and then they might fire me or they might leave me. So for 20 years, I went from counselor to counselor, mental health professional to mental health professional and said, something's wrong, help me figure it out. And not until I was 39 did a counselor say, I don't think you have depression, I don't think you have anxiety, I don't think you have ADD, I don't think you're bipolar, I don't think you have OCD, I think you have trauma. And that immediately felt right. And it explained all of the behaviors. But I lost 20 years of my life trying to find an answer when one simple question, are you adopted, could have been asked in my 20s. Adoption may not be the fairy tale ending that everybody says it is. And I wish that my parents had known that while it was their fairy tale ending, it wasn't my fairy tale ending. And I wish that my parents had known that my outbursts were related to my adoption trauma, because all they knew was that they had a child who was very defiant and angry and quick to anger and questioning and reactive and not attaching well. But they in 1980s didn't have the resources that people do now. And I really wish that they had known that, yes, adoption is a fairy tale ending, but there's more to the story. It doesn't end at the placement of the baby. Adoptees are always told to be grateful for being adopted. Adoptees are told, well, you have a great family, what's the problem? You should get over it. What I have had a hard time getting over is the unknown. The only thing I know about myself is what the agency has told my parents. And we may find out later that that's not the truth. Adoptees are very resilient. Adoptees know to trust themselves. Adoptees know we will always land on our feet. I always felt like an other. My grandmother, my mom's mom, would call me her adopted grandchildren. So my brother and I were always called adopted grandchildren, whereas the natural grandchildren were just called grandchildren. So there was always this extra adjective added to Sean and I. I think things would have been a lot different in our family had my parents had resources such as counseling, such as support groups, such as education. And I really encourage parents to think about, how is adoption trauma affecting my child? So ask yourselves, ask the question, how is it showing up? Not is it showing up, but how is it showing up? And mine peaked mostly in my high school years, and there was some serious rage and serious anger and serious depression that was attributed to just teenage angst, and it was way more than just teenage angst. It was teenage angst multiplied by 1,000,000 due to my adoption trauma. If you are adopted, have a child who is adopted, or are considering adoption, we are here to help you work through these issues. You are not alone. We are the Coalition of Adoptive Families. Contact us.